I'm Anil Kumar sharing with you a practice question on permutations with identical elements. The question here is, how many different 6-digit numbers are possible using the following numbers? A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B is 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. So ones are repeated thrice, twos twice. C. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and D is 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. Right? So let's do them one by one. When we are talking about 6-digit numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all taken simultaneously, we are looking for different arrangements, right? So basically, we have to fill in 6 positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, for the first position, how many choices do we have? We can pick any one of these 6, so we have 6 choices. Once we pick that number, we are left with 5, and once that has been picked, we are left with 4, and so on. Multiplication of these will give us the answer, right? Technically, we also write this as 6 factorial, right? 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 is 6 factorial. So you could always multiply these and get your answer, right? Or you use a calculator. So let me just get one. So use a calculator and then just calculate it out. Okay. So here is one. So we could do 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay. 720. 720. Perfect. Okay. So that's the answer. For the next one, we have 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Now in this case, 3 ones are there. Now whenever there is a repetition, then what happens? The formula here is, as you know, for identical elements, we have to divide by number of times any element is being repeated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 different numbers to be placed as we did last time. So in the numerator, we have 6 combinations, 6 ways of arranging them. However, these 3 ones will lead to some repetitions, and those will be similar to 3 factorial numbers. And these 2 2's will lead to twice the numbers which are similar, right? So we have to divide by these to get the result. Since we have 2 2's, right, and 3 1's, we have 3 1's and 2 2's. Is it okay? We have to divide by 3 factorial and 2 factorial to give us the answer. So let's find it out. So we also have factorial in this particular calculator. We can use this. This is 6 factorial divided by 3 factorial. Let's put that in bracket. 3 factorial times 2 factorial. Bracket close equal to. The answer now is 60. So we get 60 now. Is that okay? So whenever the elements are repeated, I should say, we have to divide by the number of repetitions factorial. So that is the rule which we have learned for finding permutations for identical elements, correct? Now let's look into part C and D. They're slightly different in a way that the 0 is included here. We are interested in finding 6-digit numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I cannot begin with 0. That will lead to 5-digit numbers. So I have to start with, what choices do I have for the first position? It is one of these 5. So if I pick one of these 5, I'm left with 5. So it becomes 5 for the next, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. So that makes a difference when we include 0 in our list of natural numbers, right? So let's figure out what is the answer for this. So we have 5. You could also write this as 5 times 5 factorial, correct? You could do that. Okay, so let's do this. So 5 times 5 factorial is equal to 600. So slightly lesser than the previous one, correct? So you could get from here by multiplying this by 5 over 6, right? Divide this by 6, multiply by 5. Okay. Part D. Last question here. We are looking for 6 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 6-digit number where we have 3 threes, 3 threes. That means we have to divide by 3 factorial, correct? Okay, but how many combinations are there? In the first place, I could select only out of 5 numbers, similar to what we did in part C. Once we do that, we are left with another 5 and then 4, 3, 2, 1. And therefore, the answer for this should be 5 times 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You could do 5 factorial divided by, there are 3 threes, 3 factorial. Do you get an idea? 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1, which is 6, right? So basically, this is 600 by 6, and that gives you 100 as your answer. I hope this helps, right? So in this particular list, what we did was that if we have n numbers, then n factorial comes in the numerator, and the denominator we are dividing by repetitions, r factorial, p factorial, q factorial, and so on, where these represents the repetitions as we saw in our case. So if any element is repeated thrice, we divide by 3 factorial. If any element is repeated 2 times, 2 factorial, and so on. Perfect. So I hope you understand how to apply this formula to calculate permutations when identical elements are involved. Thanks for watching. Feel free to post questions and share my videos. Thank you and all the best.